welcome to Let's Talk Fashion. We are at Bangalore Fashion Week and this year we are celebrating our Silver Jubilee. This is the summer edition. Today I have with me Madam Shweta Pathak from Akashan. Hi ma'am,
Hi,
a very good evening to you.
thank you so much.
How was your day today?
It was really amazing and very fruitful, and I'm so glad that I made a decision to come to Bangalore Fashion Week in their Silver Jubilee edition, and the whole experience had been amazing.
Today, Madam Shweta is showcasing her very beautiful, very luxurious jewelry. Ma'am, please tell us about your designs.
Certainly, see, as the name suggests, Akarshan. So when I say Akarshan, I meant to say it is the divine power of attraction which is there in this natural gemstones and diamonds, which is provided by Mother Earth in their natural form. So we use real gemstones, real diamonds and real gold and platinum. Also, we have this speciality in fancy color diamonds. So we use natural fancy color diamonds which comes in pink, champagne, yellow and other colors naturally. Yeah, and we try to create each piece as a unique piece so that if you own a piece of luxury or a couture jewelry, it'll be just yours. Nobody else gonna have this in the entire world.
Wow, you're the only designer here who is showcasing jewelry.
Yes.
By the way, guys, I love this so much. Please, ma'am, what inspired you?
Because what I found in India that we celebrate designers for their fashion, or like the clothes and everything other things. But in jewelry, we are still to celebrate the designer. We're still to know the designer brands which exist and doing work which is specially crafted jewelry, and they need to be celebrated. And I think this fashion weeks are a good gateway which opens up to the consumers. The consumers get to know about us. We also get to know about, okay, what are the trends going on. So it is a good amalgamation where the jewelers need to come out in their fashion weeks and introduce jewelry to the people, to introduce new design and the new trends which are coming in the jewelry, which has not been the case earlier. So we celebrate Sabyasachi, we celebrate Manish Malhotra. But if I would ask you two names of jewelry designers in real jewelry, I'm sure you'll have your share of difficulties. So that's how I felt this gap has to be mitigated, and these fashion weeks are the right approach towards it.
Right. Ma'am, you were mentioning about natural colored diamonds.
Yes.
Please tell me more. Is that one of it?
Yeah, it's a canary yellow brooch diamond, and this brooch diamond got me among the top 7 jewelry designer as well. So my name came among Farah Ali Khan, Bedi Chand, Ghana Singh, and lot many big names in India in 2016.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and as I say, national fancy color diamonds. So these are the diamonds which comes in various colors. Like if you see the auction, the most expensive diamonds being sold ever on earth is a blue diamond. And it is not the white diamond, it's a blue diamond.
Okay.
It's the most expensive diamond. The most rare diamond is a red diamond. And the pink diamond has recently fetched a huge amount in Sotheby's. So like these fancy color diamonds has been in vogue in the rich and the royals for a very long time. But now the time has come when the people with who can afford luxury can have the access to their first pink, first champagne and first fancy color diamonds. So with Akarshan, we do that.
Wow. Wow. Ma'am, please tell me the journey that Akarshan has been through all these years.
It's a very cute journey, I would say, because I was never meant to be a designer or a person to be into fashion because I'm an engineer double MBA. Yeah, and I was in corporate world for good 8+ years where I've coded in Java. Yeah, I have done business management in Tech Mahindra, even strategy to a extent. And it just happened that after my daughter, I had to take a call to my corporate job. And my parents had this collection of gemstone and fancy color diamond, but they had it for the spiritual purposes. So I said, okay, if I have to quit my job, I need to do something. So I pulled off some strings from my father's collection and did my first exhibition in Pune, Gehna.
Okay.
And that went really well. And that inspired me to dig into because I'm a person of knowledge. If I don't have knowledge, I can't do anything. So I did my gemology, then I did my diamond grading from GIA. And that's how my journey began. And then I completely went through the whole supply chain. So I went to Surat Mandi, Panna Mines, Chantabari, Bangkok, Hong Kong, London. My family wonder because I'm one person. I need to have my knowledge in my place. If I'm doing anything, I really need to know what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Ma'am, your search for knowledge has taken you throughout the world,
Yes.
right? Throughout the world.
Yes.
What from that experience has helped you bring towards your brand?
See, in 12 plus years, we have won 2 Retail Jeweler India Award, which is like Oscar of Indian Jewelry, among the top names in India. So you name it, Anmol Jewelers, Hazuri Lal, and all those big names who are the legacy jewelers and all those. Akarshan has made a niche brand for itself, and we have been celebrated by the Indian jewelry industry. We have been nominated for consecutive 6 years in Retail Jewel India Awards,
Wow.
twice in IJ Awards, and also we have been received this Inspiration Brand of India in London at House of Lords by Lords Meghan and Paul by WCRC leaders as one of the inspiration brands of India. So, and also we won the Femina Fabulous in 2021. Again, we were among the top names in India.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so we are paving our path, sitting in tier 3 city. Obviously, we don't get that kind of acknowledgement and recognition and appreciation and that, but still we are not giving up. We are still continuing it because there's something good to offer by the Destiny, and we have this signs that Destiny wants us to be here. So we are not letting anyone else approval to think otherwise.
Right. Wow.
To you, I gave Tanzanite because Tanzanite comes only from one mine, and it is said that in like another 15 years, it's gonna come among rare gemstones.
Really?
Though if you'll go and find, Tanzanite still called as a rare gemstone to be found on Earth. It is not so evidently available. So the thing which is rare is more precious, because being Indians, we believe in the astrological value of the gemstones.
That's true.
Blue sapphire we cannot wear just like that because blue sapphire has a lot of astrological impact.
Exactly.
But then the Tanzanite gives a rescue with a blue color, but there's no astrological relation to it.
There's no negative effects from it.
Yeah, there's no astrological relation. I don't say negative, but there's no astrological relation to it. So Tanzanite is a
Interesting.
very good blue alternative to you match with your outfit, the blue color, which can go along. So it's a beautiful gemstone. I really love that gemstone.
Wonderful, ma'am.
And there are a few other gemstones I'm very connected to. One of them is kunzite, which Tiffany uses a lot. It
Okay.
becomes pink color gemstones. So there are so many gemstones people don't know about. And whenever I get an opportunity, I teach in NIFT also in Bhopal. So I make my students learn about these gems. Because
Really?
we are yet not aware about these gemstones, their availability, their preciousness, or what makes them so special, and the kind of jewelry which these gemstones, the kind of beauty they can bring to jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Ma'am, so you bring a sense of luxury
Yes.
into India with your jewelry, right? What do you think as a brand, what are you fitting into the Indian market that's been missing all these years?
See, there is no Tiffany from India. There are a lot of jewelers, but there is no brand like Tiffany from India.
And you are.
Yeah, thank you. I'm paving my path. So we've participated in India's first luxury festival also, which is done by Quintessential. So this 12-year journey, if you see, had been very focused. I didn't dilute myself for money. I didn't dilute myself for people's approval or because
Right.
people has a different mindset in India. For them, jewelry means you go to your regular jeweler, buy those gold heavy necklaces and those diamond necklaces, and it is like sometimes you have to return them. I want to bring that element of luxury into jewelry, where we celebrate these gemstones, we celebrate what Mother Earth has to offer her, and create those handcrafted pieces. Because what is happening in jewelry, handcraftsmanship is getting obsolete
Getting
over
diluted.
there. Diluted, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the pieces are like machine made, and there are 1,000 pieces being
It's a
made.
lost art,
It's a
isn't
lost
it?
art, yeah. And then bringing the contemporary touch to it for the younger generation. So that's what Akarshan is about. So we are more like a Indian brand with an international taste.
Fabulous. Right. Ma'am, and also, you had happened to mention to me earlier while we were chatting, you said that generally people look at jewelry in India as an investment.
Yes.
Right? And I see how you are treating jewelry as an aesthetic,
Yes.
right? Not
Yes.
just
Not just an investment, but rather I would say,
precious
I say, when we buy Porsche, why we buy Porsche? So that we want to feel luxury, so
Right.
we have arrived somewhere. When we buy Sabyasachi, or when we buy Manish Malhotra, I'm wearing this Nidika Shaker. So when we buy a designer brand,
And you look amazing.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you. So when we buy designer brands, so we give them their due credit. Why not in jewelry? Yeah, because I know, see, you have to have investment. Even I have a daughter, even I have a family. So I have my gold bonds in place, I have my gold jewelry in place. But if you're privileged and if you can afford luxury, there is a still that space in Indian market, an Indian brand still missing, which can say, ki, oh, here come, see what we are doing is different from regular, and we
Right.
want to be, put ourselves into somewhere in a niche segment.
Right, right. And you have, I think, looking at the aesthetic and the value that your brand carries, you do fall under a very niche segment.
Yeah, and
don't you?
luckily our collection is part of Taj Falaknama Hyderabad also.
Really.
Yeah, because see, I am very strategized and very focused with Akarshan. So whatever I am doing, however, I know I have a focus why I am doing, and that's why I have paved my path in a way that we participate in Luxury Festival. We are there in the Raj Falaknama, the most luxurious property to be found in India, and then we chose to enter the Fashion Week market as well to people know about us.
Right. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. What a wonderful story.
thank you.
Ma'am, thank you so much for sharing
Pleasure.
with us. It was truly an honor having you here.
Thank you. And trust me on this, sitting in Bhopal, a tier 3 city with an old mindset, if I can do it, it is possible. You'll have a little share of struggle, but you have to be determined.
I have that to learn from you, ma'am. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you for joining us, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
This was Miss Shweta Pathak, and I'm Hansika Sesh signing off. Until next time, let's talk fashion.